Hello everyone, Scotty White of World Combat Sports. I'm with one of the biggest matchmakers and promoters in Tampa, Florida. Goes by the name of Ivan. How you doing, man?
Thank you, man. I'm doing good, boss. I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's a pleasure speaking with you for the first time, man. What you doing down here in Tampa? Let the fight fans know.
Well, I'm putting cards together in the Bay Area and Tampa area. I do a lot of the local shows I give a stage to the local talent so they could go ahead and get in a bigger stage. So as you know, thank you for the for the love and everything, but as a promoter, I am what you call a step up. I mean, a step down from one of the best, get the best on the people that has TV, had the big networks. I just do get the preparation for the guys to be able to go on that stage, like Top Rank, All Star Boxing, DeBella Entertainment, or anybody that comes with a big name.
Yeah, I understand you being humble and everything, but everybody know you. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's like that when you know where you came from, you've seen the growth, and now you are where you at.
Yes, sir.
When I talked to you earlier, you said you was down here in Tampa at Battle of the Beach looking for new talent. How's that went for you?
Well, the fights are great. I mean, there's a guy that fought on some of the All-Star cards, some of the fights, and literally he stopped a lot of the fighters. But on this card, he actually went the distance with a fighter. So what I'm saying that the talent here is good. I've seen a guy named Oscar Garcia, which 4-0. I'm looking at him to see how he looks. He debuted a long time ago with All-Star Boxing. So just basically out here looking from South Florida. I'm gonna see if I can make a fight for him next on a 140 pounder on a future card. He's one of the guys that caught my eye, and I'm gonna look at the main event tonight and see how it looks.
Well, good news for him. You was talking some fire earlier about a big fight card you putting on down here November 23rd. We're gonna talk on it.
The November 23rd is the stage set for the main event, which is Mark Reyes Jr. He's 10-0, coming out of two straight knockouts, first round knockouts. One was seconds, and it happened at the UFC Fight Pass on the Roy Jones card.
Yeah, he a problem.
So he's going into a bigger company. I think DeBella and other companies are looking to sign him. So I'm happy for him. I'm able to assist him in getting to that level where he can get signed with someone else.
For those regional fight fans and the ones that's on the higher level, how long have you been in the business doing matchmaking and promoting?
Whew. Well, I won't tell nobody my age, but I've been doing it way over 20 years now.
Okay.
Way over 20 years. I'm gonna say on the professional side 25 years. On the just doing it as I've been doing it since I was 18 years old. So my brother Oscar Gonzalez was fighting, and he started, and then from there I used to hang out with Nate Campbell. Then the company that I used to work with had Keith Thurman for the first 10 fights. I worked with them for a while. I go on and on. Edna Cherry, Bomb Cherry. Go on with the names, bro.
So you've seen them all, yeah.
I've seen them all go, and now it's my time to find me one, and I can make him a champion. So I can say I took one to the top.
And I've seen you a lot of times over there in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. As a matchmaker, what are you looking for outside of boxing to enter the square circle over there at Bare Knuckle Fighting?
Well, Dave Feldman has a hell of a matchmaker team that he's put together. The good thing about the matchmaking in the Bare Knuckle is that you got two worlds. You got the MMA and you got the boxing. Guys that have been signed with the UFC, guys that have been signed with top promotional company. Well, they say, you know what, I'm done with the boxing, or I'm done with MMA. Let me put this in out. They got their hands. No gloves, no nothing, straight up bare knuckle. See if they got that toughness in them still. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of action compared to the regular gloves. I like it because it's right there. It's toe to toe, face off, right there. I mean, if you run, makes it a little boring. But I like the fact that they get to turn, and then you get to see what what they got in power-wise.
I know you was there for the epic match between Paulie Malignaggi, and Artem Lobov. Artem Lobov ended up pulling it out. Now we have Artem Lobov stepping back in there with Jason Knight. That should be fire
November
also.
16th in Biloxi.
Yeah, that should be another barn burner like the first one.
Right.
Bare Knuckle is fighting. I mean, bare knuckle is growing, and they're talking about expanding the rounds from 5 to 7 in the championship or something like that.
Yeah, I think they need to keep it right there. I mean, that one thing I'm not going to agree. It's just too much.
Without the gloves, it's too much punishment.
Too much punishment. Yeah, I think. But if they expand it, if it's from 5, I think they should go to even 6. I don't think 7. I think 7 is just too much. I think go 3 for the go to 5, and then if you want, go one more round. But that's that's what they're gonna do. I'm still trying to grab the part of it, but I like the fact that it's a lot of action in it. I like it.
And you had a Cuban fighter, Luis King Kong Ortiz, stepping back in there with Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Deontay Wilder. How do you see that fight going this month?
I'm gonna tell you, Ortiz, he can pull it off. I just don't see Dante. I like Dante Wilder, but I just don't see him showing me anything that new in any of his fights. He's actually struggled to win some of the fights that he won.
Okay.
So I give it tell you like it is. If I was to put my money, I put it on Ortiz on this one. Unless Dante just puts upsets by giving one of the haymakers he gets
power punches.
But I don't see the talent. I think Ortiz has the boxing skills to go ahead and beat him.
Okay. On your level in the boxing community, do you have any insight as to something we may not know out here on the outside looking in that may be popping off in the near future?
Yeah. I think I mentioned, you mentioned, but Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins, hopefully that'll pull off.
So they, Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins have a history together. Obviously, they're 1-1, and the last win came from Bernard Hopkins, but he hasn't fought since 2016, and I think Roy Jones fought early February 2018.
Yeah, did you see Bernard Hopkins' last fight?
Yeah, I saw it.
You see what happened to him?
Yeah, I know he had Kovalev, and then he had the last fight. Yeah.
I think he needs to just hang it up. I think Roy Jones.
So why would he want to call out Roy at this point in their career? Both of them retired. Do you feel there's something that's still lingering in his heart of hearts to get this rubber match out the way with Roy Jones?
He's an executor, and his thing is he's got a lot of heart. There's a lot of these guys. What makes him a champion is their heart. We could be physically dead, but our heart keeps us going. So that's what's going on. I'm gonna get old eventually. How much more can I give on the promotion side of it?
Correct.
But because of my heart that I have for the sport, or the heart that I have, I keep going no matter how old I am. I could be one of the famous Hall of Famer, Bob Arum. That guy. Look at his age, and he's going and going and still promoting. He has a love for the sport.
Yep.
That's what keeps him going. That's what keeps him going. And for him, he's going to promote to the day he goes with God. You know what I'm saying?
Still pretty knowledgeable too.
Yeah, very knowledgeable. Talks about the boxing and remembers things from way back.
Way back.
So, that's the sport. It's the love we have for the sport that makes us.
So with that fight coming up, do you think the fight fans are going to, gravitate to Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins trilogy, rubber match, trifecta?
I'll pay to see that.
All right.
I'll pay to see it. If I was a customer, I'd pay to see it. Just the fact.
Should it be PPV or just regular?
I think they should give it to. I think Roy Jones got the UFC fight pass. I think he should put it on the UFC fight pass.
Okay.
That's what he got.
Good point.
Put it on something that's yours. You're branding your company.
Good point. That's good. That's a good point. It's always good to speak and get somebody else's point of view on that. Yeah. I look forward to seeing them step in the ring, because right now in the heavyweight division with Anthony Joshua losing and all that, Errol Spence beat Sean Porter, but we still looking for that fight. And sometimes it takes the old heads to come out of retirement to give us that spark we're looking for in boxing. Boxing is annual. We have a lot of good fights, but those two are legends. Right. And it'd be good to see them step back in there.
Yeah, it'd be good, but it'll give something. Golden Boy needs a spark in it. So maybe that's what they're looking for. Something to arouse that side of their company.
I have to ask you, Ivan, why I got you. It's been a pleasure and an honor speaking with you for the first time. You got the TBE hat on. Gervonta Tank Davis come to my backyard. Boxing is coming to Atlanta, and Gervonta decided, hey, let me come down here, and he's facing Yurgis Gamboa. It's going to be a pretty good fight for his first one at 135, man. It's going to be a pretty tough fight. What's your word? Speak on that. What you think about that?
Listen, Gamboa is Gamboa's a hell of a fighter, a hell of a boxer. Dante Davis, he's got that. Yeah, he's got that recipe, and he has that team behind him. I'm like I said, I already told you straight up. Dante Davis wins. I think that in this one, 8-round knockout.
8-round knockout. Okay. Yeah. That's about where I got it too.
8-round knockout and that's me giving it to you straight.
Are you going to be there in Atlanta or not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what's up. So you have it right there, fight fans. Prediction 8-round knockout. I just seen both of them fight in Baltimore, the hometown fight Gervonta had. Drove 11 hours up, to check him out. He in there, he knocked out Ricardo Nunez, I think, 4th or 5th round. Yeah. And then Gamboa finished his opponent too. So this should be nice.
It's gonna be good.
They fighting for the WBA regular title too.
If it goes to distance, if it goes to the decision, which I don't see it going, but if it goes to decision, Deontay Davis by points.
Okay. Any final words you want to say to the fans out there
guys,
that support you?
Listen, if you're out there, you guys are watching the channel. Come to Tampa, Florida, November 23rd, boxing. We're gonna have shows, and believe me, 2020. I have a secret, but I can't tell you. You got to come November 23rd, and I'll let you know then.
Y'all be sure to tune in to this matchmaker promoter doing it big down here in Tampa. Been in the business for a long time. Very experienced. Salute to you. It's a pleasure from World Combat Sports, and look forward to seeing you in the ATL.